Hey everyone, we're back with another soap video. This one I've been hanging on to for a while. This is the best soap, in my opinion, that I've ever made. I set out to make man soap, but what I ended up with is nothing short of brilliant. Tallow, this is the base. It's my favorite soap base. I think it's the best. Pine tar, I'm going for that over-the-top manly soap. And what better than a tree? Menthol crystals. My new favorite thing in soap is menthol. Once you try it, you'll never go back. Charcoal powder, supposed to have some cleansing properties, turns the soap black. Who doesn't like that? Coffee, a little bit of that grit. We're gonna get some exfoliant in there. Pine oil, again, this plays on the pine tar to give you a real tree-like scent. Water, just because I have it, you could use any water. And then, of course, we're gonna need some lye. So let's get into this. I'm gonna weigh out my water and my lye, but I wanted to talk a bit more about the soap. Like I said, I was trying to make the highest quality, most manly soap that I could possibly make. So I'm using really good ingredients here. The tallow I rendered, that's the word I'm looking for, from beef fat that I bought. It's organic, it's grass-fed, it's all good. If you're gonna work with tallow, make sure that you microwave it first, because it's way too hard to get out if you don't. It takes forever. So I'm going with a full kilo of tallow here, a full kilogram. Didn't have enough in the first jar, and I got to scoop it out of the second. Like I said, really take it out early. This come out of the fridge or the freezer, and put it in a sink with warm water and let it kind of defrost that way. If you microwave it, it explodes sometimes. It makes a crazy mess in the microwave, and it's not going to be a good time. Pine tar is another one of my favorite things to use in soap. It has a weird, kind of addicting smell to it. It's a little bit campfirey, a little bit piney. It looks like tar, that's why it's called pine tar, but it just makes the soap, I don't know what it does. Like, what is that? I love it, I absolutely love it. If you're looking to buy it, I get it from a place in Canada called Princess Auto, but if you have like farm stores, it's used for cuts and wounds, I think, on animals, and there's actually a lot of medicinal properties for people too. Anyway, get that all stirred in, and then the menthol. Again, not a new, but one of my favorite soap ingredients. I'm doing it at 5% now. I did some other videos around 1 to 2, but it's just not strong enough. At 5%, so 50 grams on the kilo, it is just incredible. What I would do, yeah, doesn't that look crazy? What I would do for next time or another time is mash it up a bit, because what I do is dissolve it in the essential oils. So again, I'm going with the pine, I'm sticking with the pine, the trees, all that stuff, but I pour the essential oil in and it takes a long time to dissolve it. Like, you got to stir it forever. What you can do is kind of microwave it to heat it up, but this is a huge time lapse here. I just stir it with a spoon and then it dissolves right into the oil. So now your menthol's in your oil, it's easy to add in, you're not gonna have any issues here. So there's the base of the soap. Yeah, it looks nasty. It makes not a really good looking soap, but a really good soap. So I'm gonna add in the essential oils mixed with the menthol and then just give it a stir. By this point, it had been sitting so long because the menthol took forever that the pine tar kind of settled out. Not a big deal. You just gotta stir it back in. You could even use the stick blender to mix it in, but I was really feeling the whole cabin kind of vibes, and I'm like, well, I'll just do this mostly by hand. So it's going to be a lot of stirring in this one. Now the activated charcoal powder, I just wanted to maximize the manliness of it. So I'm like, okay, I'll darken it up a bit. This is my favorite black dye to use because it's all natural and it's supposed to have good cleansing properties as well. So I think it's a good addition to almost any soap if you want it to be black. So I add that in, stir it around for a bit. Again, keeping it all muscle here, not getting the power tools out just yet, even though it's sitting there. These coffee grounds, these are the perfect coarseness of coffee grounds to use. I've tried a couple different ones, but what these actually are the spent coffee grounds out of a K-cup. So again, I said I'm using high quality ingredients. I don't know what that is. What I used was the Kirkland Signature organic K-cups. So after my morning coffee, I would just let it cool down and then empty the K-cups into a container and let them dry out that way. And like I said, you got to be really careful with the coffee. So I'm just winging it here, adding it freehand. But if you go too coarse, it's way, way too scratchy. So I think the K-cup grind is the perfect grind where it still exfoliates, but it's not like, oh, I can't use this. It's kind of a pleasant surprise where it's like, oh, this is like a light sandpaper. All right, lye and water mix going in, and then hit it with the stick blender. Not enough to like hit trace or anything, but just long enough to make sure that it's all mixed, because there's a lot of different things mixing into the soap, so you really want to make sure that it's mixed. You could see the little coffee grounds and everything. Okay, actually I am hitting a light trace here. No big deal, because we're not doing any swirls or anything. It's just going to get poured straight into the mold. So it actually looks really good, kind of like a fudgy cake batter. The smell's great too. This is kind of like a sleeper soap where it's like, oh, this is just some weird greenish brown soap. But I am telling you, when I shower, this is the only soap that I want to use. This is it for me. This is like my soap. I will keep making this soap and I'll use it as long as I can. I'm just going to smooth out the top to try and get it in, and then I'm going to give you my spiel. Okay, here's my promise to you, if you stick around. I always say, I don't know how to do the tops. I'm not good at doing the tops. It's like, okay, we're sick of hearing that, right? Why don't I just learn how to do the tops? So, I will learn how to do fancy designs on top, and then I will make some videos of that. See, I tried something there, it didn't really work. So I just smooth it back out, and then I'm going to try something else. What? I'm spinning the spoon around. To be fair, it turned out fine, but I've seen other videos where people are doing like crazy stuff on top, and I'm thinking, I can do that. I can. But I'm just being lazy and I'm making excuses. So mote it be. It looks really nice. It's one of those soaps where it's like kind of ugly, but then you start liking that about it. It doesn't have the fancy swirls or any of that. One thing to be wary of is that it hardens up a little quicker than a normal soap. So you can see once it sets, it lightens up a bit, the color, which is quite nice. It's not like black. You know, I could have added more charcoal to darken it, but this is a good mix between the pine tar and the charcoal. Nice solid brick, feels great. But yes, it hardens up a little quicker, so if you're going to wait a full 24 hours, you're going to have a hard time cutting it.
Might be hard to cut, let's see.
So this is like 500% speed right now. And you know, I'm not a crazy muscle guy, but I'm pretty strong. I didn't want to snap the guitar wires, it gets kind of scary. So this is one part I kept the sound, and just listen to it, it's kind of scary.
Whoa.
Right? So you probably want to cut this one a bit early, but I mean, come on, look at this. The coffee suspended perfectly, an incredible mix. The smell is just unbelievably good. And it's not that, it's the tallow is the best base for a bar of soap. I 100% believe that. And combined with these fragrances and scents, and then the menthol hits you, it's like, come on, man, give it a shot and watch me soap it. I really appreciate you guys watching, especially if you stuck around to the end. Most people don't. Likes, subs, all that stuff's great, and I'm gonna keep going as long as you keep watching. See you next time.